Good morning and welcome to DCT Executive Meditation, Deep Coherence Technique. Just going to welcome the folks on Facebook. Welcome, Facebook. Great, we're live. I'd like to welcome you if you have joined us from YouTube, and I'd like to welcome you if you have joined us from LinkedIn. This morning, I wanted to introduce a theme that we will be talking about all week. And the theme that I want to talk about is the flow state. How you can hack peak performance at will. It's a skill, it's a technique, and we're going to learn it together. Now, the flow state is commonly described is that feeling when you're in the zone. It's that it's that incredible feeling when you completely lose track of time. You are so focused and engrossed on what you're doing that it doesn't even feel like a task, like work. It is almost as if time collapses. And everything that you do in the zone, it feels like it just comes together and it feels like it's effortless. So whether you're an artist or an athlete or a busy parent or a professional, whatever you are, whoever you are, and whatever you do, getting into the flow state with regularity unlocks, activates, optimizes your ability to be to be totally creative, totally unlimited, to be your best version. And it isn't something that you or I or we want to be doing all the time. It's a very focused activity. But if we do it regularly enough, we will get a lot achieved. So how does flow work? How can we tap into it? And what are its benefits? So the flow state occurs when your mind and body are completely immersed in a task, creating that sense of timelessness. In terms of the science, flow is characterized by specific wave patterns in the brain. So, number one, alpha waves, 8.12 hertz. This is associated with calm, focused, and reduced self criticism. So, you know that sabotaging, self criticizing, nitpicking voice that sometimes crowds in and scatters you when you're involved in a task, especially if you have anxiety around it. What flow, what the flow brain state of alpha waves does, it flattens that curve. It crowds it out, and that's really important because that opens up your brain to actually utilize all of its energy more efficiently. So theta waves, number two, 4.8 hertz. This is linked to creativity, intuitive problem solving. So this is not the analytical part of sweating out how to solve a problem. This is where the creative part of your brain, the part of your brain that is intuitive and perhaps more connected to your feelings in your environment and to the local quantum field is at play. And learning to bring that in as well as the more analytical part of your brain, again, is a master skill. Number three, gamma waves, 25 to 50 hertz. And this is present during peak cognitive performance and heightened awareness. And I'm going to suggest that we all have been in that space. It might be when you're presenting to your colleagues, for example, or you're on an interview and you marshal in every like scrap of energy in your brain so that you can produce, the best appearance, the best performance. So that's gamma waves. And what that allows for is it allows for quick decision making. And again, it will clear the mind out of superfluous little worries and nags and thoughts. And that's the gamma wave. So all of these waves can come in together in coherence. That's flow state. So theta, gamma, and alpha can come together in coherence, and we can harness all of the elements to have both a calm mind and a highly creative mind and a highly focused mind. So, a key study in 2009 in neuroscience found that the brain's reward systems activate during the flow state, releasing dopamine and norepinephrine. I'm going to say that again, norepinephrine, which boost motivation and pleasure. So, when you've been involved in a really amazing project and you're in the flow of that project, you want more of it. And sometimes when it ends, you really want to have another challenge because you enjoyed that experience so powerfully. So that's because you've released those two chemicals, dopamine and norepinephrine, to motivate your pleasure. It's a pleasure response actually. So I'm going to get into this in more details tomorrow because I do want to get into DCT today. I realize that you probably have a limited amount of time to get into meditation, but I'm going to tell you the number one way to develop being in the flow space at will. So having the ability to go into flow state and then to come out of it comes primarily through a daily practice of meditation. And there are really, really powerful reasons for that, which I will go into tomorrow. But for today, let's just remember that flow state is the optimum brain peak performance state. And it is something that we shouldn't have to work too hard to achieve. In fact, it is something that it is possible for us to be able to go into flow state every single day of our lives for a fixed period of time. So, again, all this week, I will be talking about that and putting information below so that you can support yourself in these practices. So let's get into DCT now, deep coherence technique. And if you're new here, this is a 5-step meditation technique that'll get you into deeper, focused, grounded, activated coherence. So we're going to start with step number 1. Put your feet, if they're not already, put your feet firmly and flat on the ground, wherever you are. If it's possible, take your shoes and socks off. What we're going to do is we're going to bring our attention to the soles of our feet. Now, the soles of your feet are specially calibrated with nerve endings to receive and draw up the free electrons that are in the Earth's resonance field. Why does that matter? It matters for 2 reasons. Free electrons from the Earth, from her electromagnetic field, will leave you feeling grounded, calmer, and more buoyant, so more relaxed. But it also activates all of the systems in your body. It does an amazing thing to our red blood cells. It lowers blood pressure. So, regular grounding will bring immediate health benefits to you. So, bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. Block out any sensations anywhere else in your body. I want your full attention on the soles of your feet. I want you to feel every single area of your feet, your toes, your heel, the arch. It's one pad, and that pad is going to draw up these free electrons from the Earth now. They're going to come up And as I count us down from 10 to 1, these free electrons are going to go all over your body. And you're going to feel a deep, grounded sense of relaxation. So when I get to 1, you will be deeply relaxed. So close your eyes, focus on your feet, and allow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You are relaxed. 4, 3, 2, 1. You are deeply relaxed all over your body. Step number 2, breathe through the nose. We count 2. We exhale more slowly. This is called pranayama breath work. And we're going to practice deep breathing 5 times until we get into a natural rhythm. Breathe as deeply as you can, remembering to hold for 2 seconds before releasing. You're calming down your autonomic and parasympathetic nervous systems. Continue to breathe in this way, and as you do so, be aware that prana life force is being activated throughout your body. Step number 3, take your hands and your fingers, use them as antennae, and we're going to do something that we call priming your electromagnetic field. It runs arm's length all around you. And I'm going to invite you to move as you feel called. Your electromagnetic field runs all the way around, arm's length. It is intelligent. It is you. It is not separate to you. It is not thin air. It is a huge intelligent field that you send and you receive your information through. This is how I am called to move today. You move as you wish. This is not a thinking space. This is a feeling space. So feel your own field. By feeling it, you are connecting your brain to your electromagnetic field, and you are therefore cohering and priming it for what comes next. Step number 4 of DCT. Put your hands together, place them in front of your heart. Open your hands like this. And now I want you to visualize walking through a doorway, a gateway, a portal into the heart chakra, the heart energy center. And as you do so, you enter a large chamber, beautiful, peaceful, huge. And in this beautiful chamber, there is a light, and as you approach it, the light grows brighter, becoming a ball of light. And as it grows, you notice that it looks like a rising sun, that as it rises, it grows brighter, spreading its light everywhere. So see that rising sun rising up now out of the heart. And as it does so, I want you to enter into it and become one with it. Now, this light is what we call the powered I am. You can think of it as your higher power. You can think of it as the best version of you. This is unlimited you. This is brilliant you. So as that sun rises in your primed electromagnetic field, it shines its light of brilliance, of flow state, of creativity, of energy. It flows all the way through your electromagnetic field, gets to the edge, and keeps going. Now, don't worry about where it goes. It's going to keep running for you today. What's important is that you connect to your own inner light. I feel that. That is you. So now we bring that awareness back in, that sense of you, that I am you. We're going to bring it between our hands because I want you to get a tangible experience of your own energy. Now, by this time, you would have built and generated a lot of power here. So feel the pressure between your hands. Feel it. It's like you're holding a ball of energy. You've generated that. And the reason we bring it back to the center is because we always run as within, so without. We run everything inside, out, outside, in. So we're going to take this ball of energy, which is you. We're going to come in. We're going to get a real sense of who we are. And now we're going to go to step number 5. And that is we're going to connect to the group here today, all of those present meditating with us. We're going to connect to them. We're going to bring in the group energy. This is called vortex energy. This is entanglement. This is boosting your own natural power. And I like to run it through my third eye, through the enlightened mind, and I run it through my mind, permission-based. So either I run it or I don't. I run it down. I drop it down into my heart. And then from the heart, I waveform coherence. So I want you to see what you've generated as a wave or a ripple on a still lake. Let's just wait a few moments for you to catch up. Feel the difference. And now run coherence as a waveform through your own electromagnetic field. Why do we do this? Well, you're going to run your day and work from this place of coherence, which is flow state. So see coherence running out in all directions through your electromagnetic field. That is there for you. It's going to be running all day in the background as your default. It's going to leave you feeling grounded, present, open, creative, excited. So think about that. Grounded, present, open, excited, creative. Think about that. That's flow state. That's your natural flow. And now we seal the deal. Again, we bring everything in and resonate it out. Bring it back to the center. Put your hands together and declare it. And so it is. Seal the deal. For you alone command your space. No one else does. And you alone bless your day. And we would say to you, notice what you notice in your day today. Look out for opportunities, epiphanies, miracles, connections, opportunities, all of those things, projects. Let them come in and enjoy them. And I'll speak to you guys soon.